I did a solo set in the mountains, drove up, and I encountered some problems. Unfortunately, that storage did end up becoming a problem. So here are the 5 or 6, I don't know how long my list is, things that I learned from playing a DJ set inside the mountains. One thing I wish I knew before I filmed this set. Biggest obstacle of the entire shoot, and that's gonna be storage. You need to make sure, especially if you're filming in 4K, and I'll replay it back to this exact moment, you need to make sure you have enough storage on your device, whatever you're recording on, whether that be your phone, your separate camera, DSLR, Osmo, whatever you use to film, make sure you have minimum, I would say, to play it safe for a 1 hour set that you're recording. If you want audio and visual, right, you want at least 100 gigabytes of storage. I didn't know how much storage exactly 4K video took up, but I had 0.2 of a gigabyte on my phone.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So what ended up being my solution to that? I got a external SSD. It has 2 terabytes of storage on there, and I'm able to record directly on there. I connect it to my phone. Luckily, my phone is USB-C. All it's gonna do is record directly on that, so I have enough storage to use for the set. Another thing, when you're scoping out your location, you have a lot of gear that you need to transport. You have your board, stand, table, whatever you're putting your board on. Power, because you're outside. There's not gonna be a wall outlet for you to use, so make sure you have a power generator, and we'll get to picking out a power generator for your set later. That's another point. You have to keep in mind, all this gear is not light. I was going on this solo, so you need to realize that in order to pick a good location, you also have to be able to park close to it. A lot of these logistics, I didn't figure out. I was just driving around and seeing, okay, like what's a good scenic spot for this? Put my stuff down and play, and I want the background to look really nice. So I didn't know where to park. I just kind of made it happen. I would say Google Maps, scope it out, do the little aerial thing where you can see what the actual place looks like. And if you were really trying to plan it out and not just say, fuck it, we ball.
Gotta say fuck it, we ball and move on. Say it with me now. Fuck it, we ball. Now move on. Have a great day, folks.
I would look for a spot that has, one, a good viewpoint lookout, but also the pathway to get to the car and transport all your gear to there is feasible. Weather. Especially in Colorado, when 1 minute it'll be sunny, the next is 100-mile-per-hour winds, cloudy, snowstorm, thunderstorm, anything can switch up on you. So be sure to check the weather a long time beforehand. Know what it's gonna look like when you're filming, and be prepared for any suboptimal conditions outside. A big difference between DJing inside and DJing outside will be the glare on your screen. When you're in a club and it's dark, you have all the LEDs, or if you're just DJing inside, you have no glare, no outside conditions that will affect your view. You can see when I'm outside and when I'm DJing, I'm just like crouching. I'm trying to cover up the screen just to make sure I can see, I can beat match, I can do all the things that I need to do in order to mix the song in. And you can see me struggling right here. I just knew there had to be a change. There had to be something I needed to fix, because when you see other people DJing outside, they don't have that problem. Why? I'll show you right now. All right, a little demonstration for you. I went and picked up this guy. So you can see right here, It's a sun cover that fits over your screen like this, and it'll protect the glare from the sun. And this will make it so your screen is completely readable. And I mean, to a DJ, that's everything, right? You need to be able to see the screen, listen to the music when you're bringing the song in. It takes a lot more skill.
Skill issue. You crashed your car into my house, and I have the skill issue?
If you're only solely relying on your ears. Your eyes and the combination of your ears while you're bringing in beat matching is just going to make everything click a lot faster. It's going to allow you to see it and hear it. It's also like you practice, right? I don't solely just listen to the next song and current song when I'm transitioning. I also see it. So when I took out one of those senses and it was hard for me to see as I was transitioning, it was harder and there was a lot of friction because I wasn't able to play like I practice. My last set, I didn't get enough B-reel. It became very boring because I didn't want it to just be focused on me the entire time. You see any of the really well-made nature sets online on YouTube, they switch between them DJing and the background and also cool footage of the landscape, either that be drone or they keep it interesting. All right, coming back to what I alluded earlier, your power generator. This is super important because it depends on how long you want to play for and if you want to use speakers or not. It also depends on if you want to rent a power generator or get one. My original thought was to get one off Amazon and use it like once or twice and then return it. Or you could rent one and that'll make sure you have enough power. But I would go on ChatGPT, know how much power your board, your controller, and speakers, if you want to set them up, go off of that to look for a power generator. So in my case, I didn't want to spend as much money on a power generator and I wanted something smaller to carry. So I decided to go for a smaller one. That way I didn't have to use these speakers here and then I could just mix inside my headphones. It works if you're the only person listening to the music. If you want to play out to other people, then I would keep that in mind and get something that can also handle your speakers as well. It goes like this, the graph of how much like the power spikes and how much your devices use. I would say you need a maximum watts or voltage or whatever the unit of measurement is.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Oh, Fugazi. It's a fake.
Yeah, fugazi. It's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed.
So you need something that can withstand those spikes, that maximum output that your devices put out. And then you also need something that has enough capacity for how long you want to play. It's not such a big deal if you're just using your controller and you're not mixing into speakers, but big caveat, but if you do want to play out to your speakers, the speakers take up a lot of power. So you need to be able to plan accordingly and find something that will be able to keep your things powered for that long. Last but not least, just to keep everything as headache-free as possible, you're going to want to do some kind of action, both visually and auditory, that will help you post-production when you're editing your video to sync up your clips. So what I opted for, which I still don't know if this was the best idea to do, was I tap my stomach and then I also press the Q button on my boards. I'm able to sync it up really easily that way. Okay, well, there you have it. That is going to be the top things I wish I knew before I recorded my DJ set in the wilderness. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all of the above. We're doing this. We're doing this. Another video down, a lot to come. Take care, everyone.